Hi, you guys. This is Misty. Today, I wanted to share a little story. I'm not quite sure who the story is for, but maybe for the past couple of days, I've kind of had it in my heart that I needed to share this. And if it's for you, hello. If not, and you can think of someone that may benefit, please be sure to share this video. I do know that we learn through our life experiences as well as through stories, right? Through storytelling. And so this is one of my many stories that I'm going to share. And I'm going to be honest, I have not shared this story with anyone ever. That includes my mother, anyone in my family, the closest of close friends. I've never shared this story with anyone. But by telling it, I hope that it helps someone. Maybe you have a decision to make or you're going through something. I don't know. Um, and maybe it's just to get to know me a little bit better. But here goes. And I'm super nervous, but that goes without saying. So, in seventh grade, when it was nice outside, we walked home. And it was about a 2 mile walk. And there would be a large group of us that would walk home. And most of the time, it would just be friends, it would be people that I didn't know. It would be my brother Chadwick, and we would walk home. But my brother was also a football player, so sometimes he didn't walk home with me. I would just walk with the group. And I remember we started to take a shortcut through some apartments. And I also remember my brother turning to me and telling me, these apartments are dangerous. Do not ever walk through these apartments. Do not use this shortcut if I'm not here with you. So, for people that do know me, you already know where this is headed, right? Because you don't tell Misty what she can and cannot do. He basically could have just said, Misty, I double dog dare you. No, I triple dog dare you to walk through these apartments when I'm not here. Um, but at the time, all I could think was just like, whatever. And now as an adult, I know, of course, that that was his way of just trying to make sure that I was safe. So it really wasn't a big deal because every time that we walked home, every time that I walked home, there was always a huge crowd. And the further we got away from the school, or rather, the closer I got to my house, the less people there would be. But there would always be, at least a couple of people with me when I'm walking. Um, and so one day I found myself at this, we can call it a crossroads, but it was basically where I'm about to pass by these apartments. And I don't know what happened, but for some reason, I was the only one there. Like that right there should have been like a telltale sign, right? And so it was boring. There was no one there. It was just me. So I thought, I will just take this shortcut because I'm bored and I'm tired and I just want to get home. Um, And as I thought that thought, I could feel my heart beating a little bit faster. Not super fast, just a little bit faster. And I felt it. But I'm thinking, whatever. It's nothing. It's no big deal. I'm a big girl. I'm strong. I'm brave, right? And I'll be safe. And it started beating a little bit more fast. And but I ignored it. And I start walking towards the apartments a little bit more. And I start to get like little goosebumps, you know, up and down my arm. but not a big deal. Kept walking. And I started to get this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Like just fear, just signals of fear. And I ignored it and I kept going. And I thought, I'm brave, I'm strong, and I will be safe. I'm a big girl. And plus, no one tells me what to do. So I start walking through the apartments, and I get a little bit more afraid. Of course, I didn't show it. So if anyone was looking out of the window, I didn't show it, but I was starting to get afraid. I was starting to become really afraid. And just my luck, here comes one of my brother's friends. And, he says, "What are you doing here? Like, aren't you Chad's little sister? Like, you're not supposed to be here. You know that these apartments are dangerous. Like, where's your brother? Why are you here by yourself?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm a big girl. Like, I can do this, right? It's no big deal. They're just apartments." And so what he told me was, "No way. If your brother knew that I let you walk through these apartments and something happened to you, then, it's like, I'm not going to hear the end of that. Like, I can't do that. I can't let you do that." And, no, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm almost through. Like, it's no big deal. No way. I'm not going to let you walk through these apartments and risk something happening to you. So, of course, I'm a little bit relieved because this is a person that I don't know. But he knows my brother. I know of him. I've met him. I've seen him. No big deal. And so he tells me, "Okay, well, I am just going to go and get the key so I can lock the door, come up, and then I'll come and then we'll go ahead and leave because I have to lock up." And it's okay. But of course, my heart starts beating a little bit faster than it already was. And I ignore it. And I walk on up those stairs and, "Come on in." And I go in. And he's talking to me. I'm talking to him. Sounds like he's going to get whatever it was that he came to get. My head's turned. And, I'm just looking and, observing and talking and ignoring all the other emotions that I have going on. And I hear a click, which was weird. And it was like, right, it was so close. Like, I hear this click and I'm like, what is that? And I look up and it's a gun pointed at my head. So I'm thinking to myself, this is interesting. But I really didn't think like anything would happen, like in my mind. Like, I'm having to tell myself, okay, this guy's trying to be funny and it's not funny. But he grabs my bag, throws it in a corner, and tells me to walk. So I walk. And he takes me to a room and pushes me on the bed with this gun still pointed at my face. And I'm laying there like, how did I get myself into this? And how am I going to get myself out of this? And I close my eyes and I could hear like a belt buckle. And I start to feel like, I don't know, like there's this veil kind of coming over my face, covering my eyes, covering it, just starts to kind of cover my whole body. And I just kind of start to go numb. And the phone rang. So if you are a have been a latchkey kid, or you're a latchkey kid or whatever, then you know one of the rules of the game is when your mom or dad calls you, you better pick up the phone. And so that phone rang, and this gun is still pointed at me, and he says, "Don't move. I'll be right back." So, of course, you would think that means get up and run. But I was kind of still in a daze. It was kind of still cloudy, I guess, my mind. And I'd already been trained that, do what you're told. And if you're told don't move, you don't move, because it makes it easier for you. Um, so I didn't move. I just laid there while this person is talking on the phone until I heard a voice that said, "Get up. Quickly, get up. Quietly, get up. Go." So I did, quickly, as quietly as I could, and I walked out that door and I didn't look back. And here's the thing, that was a lesson that I had to learn, right? Thankfully, I wasn't hurt physically. Emotionally, it did a number on me. It did a lot of damage um, on a person who was already damaged, who already felt damaged. And as I have gotten older, it's just kind of helped me to realize that that lesson that I went through, that I had, that I experienced, the experience that I experienced, did make me who I am. And, it shaped me into who I am, I guess. And I learned a valuable lesson. Did I learn to do what my brother said? Absolutely not. Um, but being at home and, with everything that we have going on, and I know that a lot of us are getting really antsy, and we're just thinking like, oh, the coronavirus, and like we're prisoners and we can't go anywhere, and this is so traumatic. And it's difficult. It is. Um, but there are a lot of lessons that we can also remember, we can think about. And the lesson that I got from that experience, because there could be several lessons there, but the lesson that I got from that experience was to listen to your intuition and to follow your instincts. Because to me, it wasn't important about the guy or what he did, or, what I could have experienced. It was about, it wasn't even about listening to, someone older, or, who you might would think, okay, that person's older and wiser or whatever. It wasn't even about that. It was about my own body, my own instincts were telling me to do, or really to not do, one thing. And I didn't listen. I did the complete opposite. And most of my life, I will say that I've made decisions based off of my intuition and based off of my instincts. And as I got older and got into, the having a career, I was a teacher and I was a school principal. And, you start to kind of go up that ladder and experience success and, um, make more money, whatever. And just work, like not experiencing life. I just worked. Like I didn't spend as much time with my kids as what I would have ever wanted to, because I thought that I was doing what was best for them, because I thought what they needed was for me to be able to buy them things. Um, but that was also another occasion where I wasn't listening to my intuition. I wasn't listening to my instincts. I was just kind of listening in my head. That was in my head, me thinking that my kids are better if I'm able to get them whatever it is that they want. Um, when their reality is, like they just want me at home and to have experiences with me, whatever. I don't know. Um, but I just felt like I needed to share that. So I'm not sure again who that's for. I really didn't want to share that because I'm pretty private. I actually didn't even have Facebook until, well, I had it because, we were required to have it, but I never used it. I just started using it probably this year. So, um, anyways, thank you for watching this video and have a good day.